Hey, welcome back. This is Tom, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show. And when I say welcome back, I'm welcoming back myself, as I've been away for a week with a sinus infection. Excuse me. And I'm going to struggle through this show even. I lost my voice, and it's slowly coming back. And I thought it might be good enough today to do a show. So bear with me. This is a neat little radio that I got from Amazon. I ordered it 2 weeks ago with 2-day shipping. Prime 2-day shipping. Well, it took a week to get it. And it was on sale for $13.88 or something like that from $17.75. And apparently they got a high demand for them. And it's not that it's spectacular, it's just a bargain. That's all. It's just a bargain. And I'm going to tell you about it this morning. All right, let's zoom in so you can see it. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? It's in here someplace. Okay, we're getting there. Whoa. What the heck was that? Man, even my computer system was a little rusty. Here it is. It's a supersonic world receiver. It does, and remember, this was on sale for $13.88. It does AM, FM, shortwave, 7 bands of shortwave, MP3 player, both the TF cards and a full-size USB, and it's a Bluetooth speaker for $13.88 or something like that. Now it's $17.75 on Amazon. Not a spectacular shortwave receiver. As a matter of fact, right now you're pretty lucky to receive a shortwave station, unless it's close by. Although the weather doctor, the solar weather doctor that I've showed you her shows many times, I just watched her show from yesterday, and she claims that shortwave conditions should improve for 2 weeks. Not 2 days, 2 weeks. Now I say improve. The solar flux index has been in the 60s, which is terrible. That basically says you're not going to receive shortwave. She claims that coming up, starting probably this weekend, they will get in the 70s, which, the 70s? And she's saying, that's good? Boy, times are tough for listening to shortwave, because we want them in 100 plus. And now we're thinking, oh, a 70. Well, a 70 is better than a 60, so we will see. And we'll try this radio. I'll have to take it outside. I'm down in my workshop right now. I'll have to take it outside and get away from all the RF in my workshop and my office, and possibly use a clip-on 20-foot antenna to clip on to this almost broke it off. It would be short. This extremely short telescopic antenna. I think it's maybe 18 inches. If it for shortwave, 18 inches ain't going to cut it. Probably not even that good for FM, but FM is usually strong. I don't mean to talk down this radio, because it is a good buy. It gives you A and F, AM. It gives you those 2 bands that you normally listen to, AM and FM. And they come in pretty good. And it gives you the capability of listening to your MP3 files via these 2 ports here. And what you can do is I'll give you an example. Let's say right here next to me, I've got my Grundig Satellite 800, and it will pull in weak shortwave stations, especially since I'll be using an external antenna, 31 foot in the air antenna. It's going to pull in some stations. So what I can do is I did a demo of this little device, which is a Bluetooth transmitter, and it plugs into the headphone jacks of your radios, and then it will broadcast on Bluetooth. And then you can use something like this, which is a Bluetooth receiver / speaker, to listen to that radio. So I could tune in a station, and then I could take this radio around the house and hear what's coming out of that radio via Bluetooth. So this radio has that function. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this radio. I probably spent more than I would plan on spending on it. One of the nice features besides that and the MP3 player is the battery. Let me see if I can possibly get this open. They're making these battery compartments harder and harder to open. And I can't get it open. Matter of fact, the way I got it open the first time was I used a screwdriver, which I shouldn't have to use. So this should just slide off. And it doesn't. Which is good, because that means it's not going to accidentally slide off and fall in the sewer if you happen to be standing over a sewer. So let me see if I can either break it or open it. For some reason it's catching on this end instead of sliding out. I don't know why. I'll probably break it. There we go. I just got it in the perfect spot and it popped right off. Jeez. What I was trying to say is it comes with this cell phone battery, which a lot of people say, man, I hate those radios that have cell phone batteries, because you can't go down to the gas station and get a cell phone battery, but you can get AA and AAA batteries almost any place. Well, you can take this battery out. It comes with this battery. You can take this battery out, and down below here it has positions for 3, I think they're AA batteries. Standard AA batteries. Isn't that cool? And I don't know about those batteries. If you put in rechargeable batteries, you can recharge them in the radio. But this battery, there's a connector right here to charge this battery in the radio. So that's pretty cool that they give you both functions here. Many of the little radios like this are going to these cell phone batteries. All right, let me see if I can get the cover back on without snapping off the little hinge here. Stand by. Turn the audio down because I might start cursing. Oh, what a piece of... What is it with this thing? Oh, God. There, we got it on. I'm never going to take that off again. Okay, so I'll just give you a quick demonstration. Okay, let me talk to you about the layout. Okay, we have up here the connectors for the USB and TF cards. This is the off MP3, Bluetooth, or radio switch. This is the control of the music that you're playing off here. So you can jump to the next track, you can pause, whatever, with these 3 buttons here. Over here we have the, I'm trying to think of a nice word, awful tumble wheel tuner. Now, when I see a radio that has this, I normally won't buy it. I've learned my lesson. But this was such a bargain that I thought, well, even if I don't use the radio part, if I use the player part or the Bluetooth, then it's still a good buy at $13.88. Now it's $17.75 now, gone up. So that's a tuning wheel, and I'll show you how that works in a few seconds. This is the volume knob, and then this is the connector for charging that battery. That's it. That's it. Does not have an external antenna connection. You're not going to get an external antenna connection with a $14 radio with all these features. Then down here is the band selector knob. It's got shortwave bands 1 through 7, which is helpful that they spread out the bands in seven bands. So it makes tuning a little easier. And it has the AM band and the FM band. So let me see if I can show you. Where in the heck is it? Right about here is where there's the tuning bar. so you can see what frequency it's on. Plus, there's a red dot up here. So I'm going to try to hold it still and turn it. See, it moves pretty fast. And trying to tune shortwave, that's going to be tough. I think even AM and FM are going to be tough. Well, they are tough. I've already tried it, and they're tough. I got to calm down here. I'm finally feeling good, so I got all this energy. So let's turn it on. Let's see, turn on radio. Where? Whoop, that's music. I can't play music. Okay. I don't know what they've done in the technology of these speakers. These little tiny cheap, I almost said the wrong word, cheap speakers do a great job of audio when you think about it. I mean, I don't want to turn that music back on, but I could turn that music up to, it's way too loud and it still doesn't distort. I don't know how they do it. Magic, I guess. All right, now let's get off of that. Where are we? We are in the FM band. Okay, let's go to the AM band so we can get away from music, and then I'll turn the volume back up. And there's nothing there, so we'll tune it.
End of their busiest season with
see how loud that is?
Of course, 6 7-day work weeks. Market Watch has a look at how some small firms are unwinding.
And I'm
Clayton and McCurvey, an accounting firm in Southfield, Michigan.
Talk about loud. That is loud. I mean, that hurts my ears. And it's when I turn it all the way up, it doesn't distort. I am totally amazed with these. I mean, I remember back in the days, when you used to get these cheap little radios like this, didn't have shortwave, didn't have all this other stuff. And the audio quality was horrible. I just thought of something. Whoa! What is going on here? Now I know why they were on sale. There's no headphone jack. There's no headphone jack. I'll be dipped. Wow. You always assume there's a headphone jack. And there ain't no headphone jack. There is nowhere. I don't know what? No headphone jack? I guess when you put in Bluetooth, you gave up a headphone jack. Why? I don't know. That's unbelievable. Oh well, there's no headphone jack. So forget using earbuds or headphones. Anyway, let's just see how the tuning is on medium wave.
Deeper issue, we have the capability to issue urgent safety recommendations.
Safety experts are asking whether regulators and engine makers have underestimated the role of the...
Where in the heck? Hold on a second. Hold on, people. That's AM. I can't find any scale here that shows AM frequencies. I got 7 shortwaves. Oh, there it is. It's tucked up under this FM one. It's right there. You can barely see it. And the shadow of this black right here is covering up somewhat the medium wave dial, which you can see right now. I got it on a kind of an angle. You can see it right now. But when I was looking at it this way, which is the normal viewing, I couldn't see that. I thought they left that off too. Anyway, let's go on here.
Over the reins to his right-hand man, Miguel Diaz-Canel, but after nearly...
Whoop, music. Okay, it's picking up a lot of medium wave stations, and we have a lot of medium wave stations in my area. And I don't want to do FM. I did FM yesterday when I was trying it out, and it picks up a lot of stations, and they're very clear, pretty easy to tune. Now, let's try shortwave. It is almost 9 a.m. here in Clearwater, Florida. Probably not going to get much on shortwave. So let's undo this telescopic antenna. I can't believe how short this is. I've got a ruler here. Let me see if I can measure it real quick. It's maybe 14 inches. Might be 14 inches. Okay. Now. Okay. Excuse me. Up here we have a MP3 Bluetooth power indicator. Means you're in that mode. We have a charge indicator. Means it's charging the battery. And we have a green light indicating that you got it in the radio mode. Got it in the radio mode. And we're going to go to, whoops, this is another thing. I'm sorry, it's off camera. It's another thing. These little sliders, they are hard to move without jumping around. Plus, let me move this down a little bit. Plus, the little notch there to indicate which one you've selected, you could barely see. It looked like all the rest of the notches in this little thumb thing. So there's nothing really very good to tell you what band you're on. You just kind of have to eyeball it. So let's turn the volume up. I think we're in shortwave band 1, which is 4.75 to 5.06. Now this does not cover all of the shortwave band. It just covers the international broadcast bands, and maybe not even all of those. So it goes from 4.75 up to 22 megahertz in those little chunks. We might get something down on that lower band because it's still early. Let's see. I'm not hopeful. Yep. Now I thought I would get that. That's about 5 megahertz, and that's the Spanish-speaking station, which might be close by in Florida or just south. Okay, let's go to another band. This is 5.6 to 6.4. Habana, Cuba. That was about 6.0. Same thing. Okay, I'm not going to spend a lot of time doing that. You can receive strong shortwave stations right now. As I said before, the band conditions are horrible. It would be even difficult right now to receive any long-distance shortwave stations with the band conditions they are. Maybe this weekend, as Tabitha said, maybe they'll improve. And what I hope to do is take this radio and another, shall I use the term, cheap radio, even cheaper than this one as far as quality and what features it has. It actually costs more, and it was a nightmare, and I'll tell you about that in another show coming up. But I'll do that later. So, at $13.88, this was a pretty good deal, mainly because it has many functions, including the MP3 players and the fact that it can be a Bluetooth speaker. At $17.75, which I think is what it is now, it's marginal. Medium wave and FM work fine on this radio, and they work fine on most radios. You can get radios from the dollar store that you can get those stations if you're in an area like mine, which has hundreds of medium wave and FM stations. So that's not a big deal. But And it could be a backup when shortwave conditions improve for shortwave listening with the knowledge that you're going to have this kind of very crude tuner. I've seen other radios similar to this that cost over $20, and they don't have Bluetooth. I mean, this has Bluetooth. Yeah, I said it has Bluetooth. Okay, I've wasted enough of your time. I'm going to move on. Like I say, I got another radio kind of in this class. It's really difficult, for me anyway, lately, to get a good deal on good radios. Every morning, I go on, what's the name of that? eBay. Oh yeah, eBay. I go on eBay every morning, and I have about a dozen things I search on. Like I search on Grundig radios, I search on Sony radios, I search on scanner radios, and I go through all those results. What's new in those categories? And I'm really finding it difficult to find any good deals. And a lot of junk radios that, the people didn't even bother to wipe off the dirt. And I figured if they didn't bother to wipe off the dirt, probably the radio's not any good. So I'm struggling. As you can see, I'm struggling finding radios to review. The prices have gone through the roof. I mean, like a used Grundig 750 is going to a used Grundig 750 is going to cost you $250 to $300 on eBay. For some reason, even though the shortwave conditions right now are terrible, there is a high demand, or apparently a high demand, for those kind of radios. So I'm struggling. I'm sorry, I'm struggling. If you have a radio that you don't need anymore and you want to send me, I'll pay for the postage to send it to me so I'll have something to review. I checked Craigslist. Craigslist is pretty sparse in my area for shortwave radios. That's where I got my last two. The Lafayette and the other one, whatever it was, radio, that's where I got those. It just happened to hit it just right. So, I apologize for not having some good radios to review for you. If you like this show, please give me a thumbs up. Another show coming up on the other radio similar to this one next. Have a great day. Bye-bye.